Hello friends, Service Selection Board 5 days of tour makes a challenging environment for any military aspirant. Today we will talk about one of the important part of the Service Selection Board interview process, that is group testing. Group testing is done as the second battery of the SSB after psychological tests. And group testing has a field environment as well as a classroom kind of setup where you interact with the limited number of personnel, and your group behavior, group communication and ability to influence people is observed by the group testing officer. These exercises are planned in a very systematic manner over a period of 4 or 5 hours or 6 hours of the day. Normally it happens on the second day of the stage 2 of SSB, and it includes about 9 exercises, starting with group discussion, then the group planning exercise, also called the military planning exercise, and then we have the progressive group task, we have the group obstacle race, also nicknamed as snake race, then the half group task, command task, is also known as individual group task, and then we have the individual obstacle, and there is a lecturate which forms part of the next 4, and it is concluded with the final group task. Now all of you know this, and it looks very simple that this is a basic understanding of knowledge of 9 tasks that happens in group task assignments that you have on day 2 of the stage 2. But the sequencing, the purpose, why they are planned in a particular sequence, the expectations of you to behave from one to next is the most important part that many of the SSB aspirants are not able to understand. If you take it in isolation, if you take all exercises separately and you prepare for them, you will find that sometime you may not be able to justify the expectations of the SSB. To clarify more, अगर थोड़ी और समझदारी से इसको जाने, तो सबसे पहले अगर आप ग्रुप डिस्कशन की बात करें तो वाई ग्रुप डिस्कशन इज प्लान्ड एज द फर्स्ट एक्सरसाइज और द स्टेपिंग स्टोन ऑफ द GTO's टास्क, बिकॉज you are newcomers. I'll give you just 1 or 2 examples. Can't tell you everything probably in a short time, but once you are with us in a detailed training pattern, obviously each exercise is their purpose, their linking, and the GTO linking with psychologist and the interviewing officer and the conference, etc. It's all together linked, forms the skeleton of 5 days SSB tour. So the group discussion is a settling exercise. You are new, you have heard about group discussion, you have prepared about it, but you don't know the people around you, the emerging leadership qualities, behavior, communication at that moment is the observation of the GTO. And obviously you got to know, you got to understand, the people around you, and the GTO has to understand you, and you have to settle down. And it quickly comes with the GP next. So what you learn in the one, are you going to use it in the second, or you are using GPE ग्रुप प्लानिंग एक्सरसाइज को अलग से कर रहे हैं आप, या GT के साथ जोड़ के देख रहे हैं? ये हमें समझना थोड़ी डिटेल में कभी ना कभी जरूरी हो जाता है, वरना हम GPE में आइसोलेटेड प्रदर्शन करते हैं, डिस्प्ले करते हैं क्वालिटीज की, और शायद वो एक्चुअल जरूरत नहीं है. तो इसे कैसे समझे, कितना समझे, और प्रोग्रेसिव ग्रुप टास्क जो तीसरा एक्सरसाइज है उसका हाफ ग्रुप के टास्क के साथ क्या संबंध है, क्यों इन दोनों को लिंक करके मुझे देखना है, ये भी जरूरी है जानना. और उसके साथ एक नेक्स्ट एक्सरसाइज आ जाती है फील्ड की ऑब्स्टेकल रेस। तो यहाँ क्या ऑब्जर्वेशन देख रहा है वो, और देख रहा है अगर आप स्नेक रेस बहुत अच्छी तरह से कर देते हैं तो क्या इसके साथ आगे के कुछ लिंक ट्रेट जो जीटीओ देखना चाहता है आप में, वो नेक्स्ट एक्सरसाइज में दिखा पाएंगे आप, दिखा पाते हैं? अगर आप नेचुरल हैं, आर्टिफिशियल नहीं है, तब तो आप दिखा पाएंगे। पर अगर आपने इस एक्सरसाइज की तैयारी की है, इसका पर्पस नहीं समझा और इसकी लिंकिंग, यू हैव नॉट अंडरस्टूड दिस लिंकिंग विद द नेक्स्ट एक्सरसाइज, व्हाई दिस स्नेक रेस और ग्रुप ऑब्स्टेकल रेस हैज बीन प्लान्ड, you will do your best, you will be the best candidate, you will pass all the obstacles, you will help everyone. But if it is not natural, immediately in the next 4 series, somewhere in the other exercises, you will be diagnosed for artificial traits which is not flowing from the previous exercises. So today's talk tell you what is not just the exercises as such, the purpose, linking, the coordination between them, natural flow, no artificiality, emerging leadership, and proving yourself to be constantly a leader in all kind of exercises. Remember, all 9 are basically a dilemma. They are all made to let you get exposed as much as possible. Basically, actually, they are meant for that. They are not meant for an exercise of that lecturate, of that command task. People say, I have not done good in command task, I have done very good in command task. But then command task doing by some method or other and trying to cross the obstacles and clearing the obstacles or structures, it is one part of it, that you are good in your thinking process, critical thinking. But what about its use in the leadership traits that you are showing with the subordinates? What about your own risk-taking abilities that you have shown in the individual obstacle versus the group obstacle versus the command task? Your zeal, enthusiasm, not giving up. How do you justify this with the other exercises? So friends, as you come towards the final group task, there is this again requirement to reiterate all these facts and flow artificially into the FGT. And unless you do it from the GD to FGT in a right flow, spontaneity and the natural display of your qualities, that is OLQs, and not artificial, natural, then only the GTO is going to clear you in the GTO series. Else, he could make you a good candidate, but you are just below the expectations. So remember, you got to make this. You want to make the success, you got to understand the flow of GTO task and do well accordingly. All the best to all of you. Bye-bye. Take care. Till we meet again. Thank you.